Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this lesson, we'll discuss 5 situations in which subject and verb inversion can occur. You will also do 2 quizzes and participate in a discussion forum. There are some situations we could actually invert the auxiliary verb and the subject in a sentence. In this sentence, this is a perfectly normal position, subject, and verb. But you could spice up things a bit by changing the position of auxiliary and the subject. Now you have the inverted subject-verb situation. Now the sentence reads, "Never have I been to the land of Papua." The question is now, in what situations? There are 5 situations in which auxiliary verb and subject can be inverted. The first is question words, and then place expressions, then negatives, and then conditional, and last but not least, comparisons. Now let's focus to the first one, question words. In question, we normally invert auxiliary and the subject, just like in the following example. Where are they? But you need to be careful not to invert when the question word connect to clauses, such as this. Do you know what they are? The second situation is place expression. The examples of place expression are here, there, nowhere, round the corner, etc. Now let's see the following example. Sam's house is around the corner. You could invert it by placing place expression at the beginning, continued with verb or auxiliary and the subject. The inverted sentence reads, around the corner is Sam's house. You need to be careful because not all place expression situation can be a cause of inversion. Let's see these 2 sentences. In sentence A, the place expression is an essential part to complete the sentence, so the sentence can be inverted. But for sentence B, the place expression is only for additional information, so it cannot be inverted. The subject and verb can also be inverted after certain negatives and a related expression. Let's see the examples. No, not, never, not once, never, at no time, hardly ever, etc. Let's see the example. I have never eaten goat's ear. When negative begins the sentence, subject and verb are inverted. Never have I eaten goat's ear. In certain conditional structures, the subject and verb may also be inverted. This can occur when the helping verb in the conditional is had, should, or were, and the conditional connector if is omitted. Now let's see the example. Omit if and then invert had with he. So the sentence now reads, had he taken more time, the result would have been better. The first and the second versions of the sentence has exactly the same meaning. The same is also for were and should. An inverted subject and verb may also occur after a comparison. The inversion of a subject and verb after a comparison is optional, rather than required, and it is a rather formal structure. Pay attention to the following. Now let's see the following example. My sister spends more hours in the office than John. This sentence is what we normally would say, but we could also add auxiliary after John. My sister spends more hours in the office than John does. This sentence has exactly the same meaning as the previous one. Or we could also invert verb and subject to create a more formal meaning. My sister spends more hours in the office than does John. To sum up the lesson, there are 5 situations in which we can invert subject and verb. The first, question words. Second, place expression. Third, negatives. Fourth, conditionals. And fifth, comparisons.